So I'm going to open this document that I've created before and assign read rights to the administrator. So the document has opened, and if I go to view my permission, I will see that I only have view permissions or read access. If I try to copy the content, I'm not allowed. So no attempt to copy the document, and if I try to print a document, I am also unable to do so. Additionally, if I try to save the document, I do not get that option. Even if I were to make a copy of that document, I still cannot. The permissions are persistent. I still cannot do anything with the document other than view it. Now, suppose there's the savvy user who wants to leak that information to the internet, and he goes to a website to upload that document for later viewing. Now remember that because the document has been protected, it is persistent. It has persistent protection wherever the document goes. So I'm going to upload this document and attempt to open this document on my home PC. So I'm going to download this to my home computer and attempt to open the document. If I try to open the document, I get a prompt stating that the document has been IRM protected, and there's really no other option here and as a result we are unable to open this document. And as we've opened that document in the client machine for the administrator profile, we see that there's the licenses that have been downloaded into the DRM folder. Another thing to note to what I pointed out earlier is that when you've installed the AD RMS, you will see a new entry called Rights Management Services under the Services section. And if you expand this, you will see the SCP entry. Now if you have to reinstall AD RMS because there's a problem with it, then I suggest you delete this object from Active Directory. So you can delete the Rights Management Services object, and also delete or remove the AD RMS role along with the Windows internal database before attempting to reinstall AD RMS. And the final thing, notice that under permission, if I try to protect a document, I do not see the confidential template which we just created. In order to do that, we have to create a registry edit for computers. Again, this can be done either manually or through a group policy object. So you run registry edit, and under the following location here, you create a new expandable string value, call it admin template path, and we're going to set a value to point to the DRM folder. I've created a folder called templates in the DRM folder, which will be used to store those new templates. Now what we need to do is either use a group policy to copy the templates that are stored on the public folder on the AD RMS folder, AD RMS server, or we can use group policy to push it out, or other mechanisms. Windows 2008, however, does have a scheduled task that is able to download periodically new templates. So I'm going to manually copy across that template file, and now I'm going to rerun the Word program. And if I go to File, Permission, I'm seeing the confidential template, which is what we created earlier, and I can also apply that to my document. On Windows 2008 and Windows 7, there's already AD RMS template management tasks. Two tasks that are created. The automatic task is disabled by default, so you can actually right click and enable that automatic download task so that you don't have to manually copy across those templates. But this only applies to 2008 Windows Server and Windows 7.